Hello students, so we have been discussing chapter number 10, haloalkane and haloarine. Till now we have discussed chemical properties of haloalkanes, right? In last video we have discussed elimination reaction, Grignard reaction and Wurtz reaction. Today we are going to discuss chemical properties of haloarenes. So the topic of today's video is reactions of haloarenes. Reactions of haloarenes. Okay. Now, if we compare chemical properties of haloalkane and chemical properties of haloarenes, so which is more reactive, haloalkane or haloarene? So we can say that haloalkanes are more reactive compared to haloarenes. Okay. So which means the reactions of haloarene is difficult. Haloarenes cannot react easily. So what are the probable reasons why haloarenes are not that much reactive? So in exam question can be asked, why the chemical properties of haloarenes are difficult? Why haloarenes are not that much reactive? Okay, so we are going to discuss one by one the reasons. First reason is resonance structure. So this is the structure of haloarene. This is chlorobenzene, and as we know that chlorine will be having lone pair of electrons, non-bonded pair of electrons. So in haloarene, chlorine is having lone pair of electron and benzene is having pi bond of electron. So there will be resonance of these electrons, there will be resonance structure. So how this resonance is possible? So these electrons will come this side, and because of this electron will come this side. So it will look like this. Double bond. Here electron will come. Right? So there is shifting of electron. Now again this electron will shift, and because of shifting of electron, this electron can come over here and this electron can come over here. So here double bond comes and this electron comes here, so there will be negative charge. Okay. Now again there will be shifting of electrons. So because of shifting of electrons, that these electrons can come here and these electrons can come here. So the structure will look like this. Here double bond will be there, and here electron cloud is there. Right? So because of lone pair of electrons and pi bond of electrons, there will be resonance, right? And because of resonance structure, here you can see that the bond between halogen and carbon is partially double bond. This is double bond. So mainly there are two reasons. Because halogen and carbon is doubly bonded and resonance is more stabilized, so the reactions of haloarene is difficult. Okay. The first reason is why haloarenes are less reactive. The reason is resonance. Because of resonance, it provides stability. First reason. And because of resonance, there is partial double bond between halogen and carbon, and because of this partial double bond, reaction is much more difficult. So haloarenes are not that much reactive. So this is first reason. Now second reason is difference in hybridization. Okay. So what is the difference in hybridization? So if you compare haloalkane and haloarene, suppose this is haloarene. Okay. Haloalkane has got sp3 hybridization, whereas haloarene has got sp2 hybridization. Haloalkane is sp3 hybridized, whereas haloarene is sp2 hybridized. and because of this sp2 hybridization it has got more S character. S character is more, and because of S character it is having higher electronegativity. So the electronegativity of this halogen is more compared to haloalkane, and because of higher electronegativity this bond is difficult to break. First reason. Second reason is because it is sp2 hybridized, so bond length between carbon and halogen is less. So here bond length is 169 picometer. Here bond length is 170 picometer or 177 picometer, more than 170 picometer. Okay. So we can say that bond length of haloalkane is more, bond length of haloarine is less, and because it has got less bond length it is difficult to break. This bond cannot be broken easily. It is difficult to break, and that is why the reactions of haloarine are difficult. Okay. Third reason is instability of phenylcation. This is haloarine. Now, in nucleophilic substitution reaction, this halogen is released, so this halide ion is released. So, what is left? So, phenylcation is left, but phenylcation is unstable. It is not stable. After release of halogen, after release of halide ion, phenylcation is formed, and that phenylcation is not stable. And because of instability of phenylcation, the reactions of haloarine is difficult. Haloarines are not that much reactive. Fourth reason. For nucleophilic substitution reaction, nucleophile is negatively charged, whereas haloarine is also negatively charged because it has got pi bond electrons. So these pi bond electrons are negatively charged, this nucleophile is negatively charged. So because nucleophile has to attack this haloarine ring, but this negatively charged pi electrons and the negative charge of nucleophile, there will be repulsion. So there is chances of repulsion between nucleophile and pi bond electron of haloarine, and that is why, because of repulsion, the reactions of haloarine is not that much possible. So there are four reasons why haloarines are not reactive. Reason number 1, resonance structure. Reason number 2, hybridization of haloarine is sp2. Reason number 3, instability of phenylcation. And reason number 4, there is repulsion between haloarine and nucleophile. So in exam, if they ask write reasons of haloarines why they are not reactive, so you have to write these all 4 reasons. Okay. Now we are going to discuss some chemical reactions of haloarine. Okay. So this is chlorobenzene. Chlorobenzene reacts with NaOH in presence of protic solvent. Protic solvent, that is why we have written H+. Okay. Temperature is higher. Temperature is above 600. So temperature will be 623 Kelvin. 330 atmosphere. Now this chlorine is replaced by OH minus, and we can get phenol. So this is chlorobenzene, and this is phenol. So chlorobenzene reacts with NaOH in presence of protic solvent. temperature requirement is high, 623 Kelvin temperature, 330 atmosphere pressure. Chlorine is replaced by OH minus and we will get phenol. So this is the first reaction of haloride. Now if some substituent is present in haloride, this is haloride only, chlorobenzene. But what about if this chlorobenzene is attached with another group, suppose nitrogen group is there, then what will be the change in the reaction? So suppose chlorobenzene is having nitro group, one nitro group is attached, suppose nitro group is at para position. So what will be the changing condition? Reaction will be anyways. So if nitro group is there, it reacts with NaOH in presence of protein solvent, but the temperature requirement is less. Temperature is 443 Kelvin. Here temperature is 623 Kelvin, but because of presence of nitro group, temperature requirement is less. We require only 443 Kelvin temperature. Reaction will be same. We'll get OH minus instead of chlorine. Nitro group will remain as it is. So we can see that if only chlorobenzene is there, temperature requirement is higher. If nitro group is there, temperature requirement is less. Why it is so? Because this nitro group is electron withdrawing group. It withdraws the electron, and because of withdrawing electron, the bond becomes weak, the reaction becomes easy, and because reaction becomes easy, temperature requirement is less. Okay, we will see some more reactions. Suppose two nitro groups are there. Here one nitro group is there, the two nitro groups are there, and it will react with NaOH in presence of protein solvent. But here again, because of this nitro group, temperature requirement becomes less. Temperature is 443 Kelvin compared to 623 Kelvin. But because of two nitro group, temperature requirement is still less. Temperature requirement is less. We require temperature in the range of 300 Kelvin temperature. So temperature requirement is 368 Kelvin temperature. So here no nitro group is there, temperature is higher. One nitro group is there, temperature is less compared to this. But if two nitro groups are there, then the requirement of temperature is less. We need 368 Kelvin temperature. Reaction will be same. OH, NO2 and NO2. Okay. Now what about three nitro groups are there? So OH, NO2, NO2 and NO2. So if more nitro groups are there, then it has got more electron withdrawing effect, and because of more electron withdrawing effect, we don't need high temperature. We just need to warm this solution with NaOH. We don't require high temperature, and the product will be Cl minus is substituted by OH, and nitro group will remain as it is. Okay, so these reactions suggest that because of presence of nitro group, electron withdrawing effect is there, and because of electron withdrawing effect, the chemical properties or chemical reaction of halogens becomes easy. So we need lower temperature for the further reactions, right? As the more nitro groups is there is less requirement of temperature. If three nitro groups are there, we don't need high temperature. We just need to warm this solution. Okay. So if electron withdrawing group is there, reaction becomes easy. But what about electron accepting group? Electron donating group. So if electron donating group is there, the reactions of halogens becomes difficult. Okay.